Man, man, oh man. As it when it rains, it pours, man. When it rains, it pours. I'm sitting here trying to fight myself to go to sleep. I'm trying to get sleep any which way it comes. Cause I hate to get tired. Right when something good coming on, you ready. Next thing you know, you sleep. I'm like, oh man, I ain't want to go to sleep now. So trying to make yourself tired enough to go to sleep don't always work. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. We have got something very interesting to talk about. Once again, this Kyrie Irving thing, man, I kind of want this thing to be over like ASAP because every day it gets more and more crazy. I mean, it just is bizarre for no reason. That's the crazy part about it. This is multi millions of dollars these people make. And it's like you have nothing better to do but to harp on a tweet that you blown out of proportion. Not him. He never even made a comment. And it's so offensive, no one is addressing the fact that it's still on Amazon, still on like one of the top searches in the top 10. And it's been out since 2018. And y'all got the book and the movie thriving on Amazon, and not once have anybody mentioned anything about taking it down. But they're so outraged. And I bet you 99.9% of them who claiming they outraged has never seen it. So let's get into this. Joe Tsai, the owner or the governor of the Brooklyn Nets. Well, Joe Tsai decided that Kyrie Irving, after the 5 games, needed to do some additional work or something like his work isn't done and all of these different things. Now, once the 5 games was up and people said, whoa, this list is obsessed, this is insane, this list. But Kyrie Irving had done almost everything on that list already. He had talked to the ADL and already had donated the 500,000 before he was even suspended. He met with Adam Silver and he met with Joe Tsai. All of this is a dog and pony show. This is a political fiasco that they're trying to do. All this is putting leaning on Kyrie to disturb him because he didn't take the jab. And they're making an example out of him. And everybody knows what this is about and how hypocritical this is. They said, this is ridiculous. We've seen this how many times? In our lifetime, we didn't seen all these people come up and do something. Y'all ain't had nothing to say. Not one word. Y'all was quiet as church mouse about all these issues going on. Nobody said a word. But then it highlights all this backdoor action that they got going on, right? Even in the NBA's union, the NBPA, who's supposed to have the players back, something like this was never supposed to go down without them immediately getting involved, saying, "Oh no, 5 games, that's enough. 5 games without pay, that's way enough." Especially when the person hadn't said anything wrong. I can see if he said something. I have seen a video of Anthony Edwards talking about the Skittles crew on video. He paid a fine and he was back playing, and I don't think he missed a game. He was looking at them outside of a club and made some anti-remarks towards the Skittles crew, and the NBA hit him with a fine, and he might have missed a game or two. This guy put out on Twitter and posted a tweet and didn't put a caption, didn't hashtag anything, and all of a sudden, he's 5 games in plus, and he's got all these things he got to do to get back on the team. To me, this just highlights part of the problem. And somebody who's the president of the Players Union Association, C.J. McCollum, he was late to act, period. He said nothing. He then decided to basically go after Kyrie Irving when he did speak. Like he was going along with the commissioner. And whatever the commissioner and them thought, that's what he was going to think. Jaylen Brown wasn't like that. Jaylen Brown was very assertive, firsthand saying, no, he's not anti-Semitic. And he's the vice president. So he's looking at it like, what the hell is going on here? So when he said he was alarmed by Joe Tsai's statements that he made to the press saying he got more to do, now he's like, okay, we got to have that conversation because now I see a problem here. Now you saying this man got more to do. Okay, yeah, we got a problem here. And that was what Kyrie needed. Somebody who understands, like, hey, it ain't me. But then to get railroaded, because that's exactly what's happening here. He's getting railroaded. So Jaylen Brown is not somebody they were going to have in there. He gets superseded. And they go all the way to get the executive director, Tamika, what's her name? Tamika Tramagello. Now she's doing all of the dialogue talk. She's the executive director. I call her the Wicked Witch of the Players Union. She's the one that calls herself talking for the players when they try to silence people. So she gonna silence and sit down Jaylen Brown. And now they was like, okay, we gotta have you handle this. And he came out. So Tamika comes in and, as the director, she comes in. Kyrie is continuing his journey of dialogue and education. He has been grappling with the full weight of the impact of his voice and actions, particularly in the Jewish community. Kyrie rejects anti-Semitism in any form, and he's dedicated to bettering himself and increasing his level of understanding. He plans to continue this journey well into the future to ensure that his words and actions align with his pursuit of truth and knowledge. What? His words and action. He didn't say anything. What are you talking about? See, this is the problem right here. They keep trying to make people, it seems to, it's pointed out when there's a black athlete, they got to be forced. to come out and apologize. Nobody do that for any other race. They ain't never force another race to come out and say nothing. We got to be forced to come out to apologize. Ain't that something? Now, what they said is that he had several media sessions without an apology. That's what led to the suspension. And now he has a list to complete so he can come back to the team. Apologize and condemn the film he promoted, a $500,000 donation to anti-hate crimes, complete sensitivity training, anti-Semitism training, meet with the ADL and Jewish leaders, meet with Joe Tsai to demonstrate an understanding of the situation. So, they put all of this together. And all the Nets would say is that Kyrie Irving is involving himself into taking ownership of the process. And he has been aligned with the Nets, been in contact and good communications with them, and they look forward to him coming back and getting back on the court to play basketball again. Things are going positive in that direction. So what they're doing is saying, hey, look, he's getting better. He's doing work. He doesn't need any damn work. Kevin Durant is frustrated because they're losing games, and you got Kyrie Irving who's fully healthy and can play, and you got him out with nonsense. You got Ben Simmons out just because he's mentally don't know if he can play the game anymore, but yet he's owed $100 and some million. You traded James Harden for him, and no one's talking about Sean Marks' job. And why he should be, why he still got a job right now. He should be right there with Steve Nash, his buddy, with the sign saying, "We'll coach for food." This is a joke. The team is well beyond its reach. They want to silence Jaylen Brown and take him out completely from talking about the Kyrie Irving situation. So now they got Tamika taking charge of the conversation and the dialogue to the fact that she's actually speaking for Kyrie Irving. And I don't want the wicked witch of the players union speaking for nobody, because she is pro company. Her and CJ get it. Jaylen Brown is the one that is like, oh, wait a minute. We gonna have to rethink this. Jaylen Brown ain't going with the script. See, y'all thought y'all had the token. They was like, okay, we got to get one that's real from their group or they won't respect it. So we just make him vice president and just keep him there, tell him when the meetings is. Y'all didn't know he was going to be taking it serious. Y'all just thought it was a no-show job, just a title. That was the last time you gonna hear Jaylen Brown talk. Unless it's on his social media. I hope not. I hope he go on social media and start going, what the hell? I'm going, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Shoot, what's going on then? Kyrie ain't back yet? This is some bull. Adam, call me up. What's going on around here? Oh, this damn noise. See, you need somebody with realism in the situation to get involved. And don't forget to subscribe to the page. Hit that like button. The banner down there so that you guys can see it and basically do all those wonderful things. Cash App if you want. The Patreon. Oh, gosh. Woo! The Jerry Seinfeld Patreon video. Yes. Yeah, that was the rap. When you hear the rap music, you right. Casino about to go off. When you heard the rap come on, you knew what time it was. I had to give it to him. And I still went kind of like, I'm just holding it back in case Jerry gets stupid again. If he say something real dumb, then we had to go to the next level. But fans already going there. People in the comment section was going there. So I was like, oh, okay, they already going there. So I should have said it. But that just goes to show you how explosive the situation really is. Because why is the NBA doing all this? Why are they blowing this up? And trying to make a big issue out of it. When the whole NBA this whole season has been preaching to all the teams, handle your own affairs. Joe Dumars is the new basketball president, and Joe Dumars has not made a statement about Kyrie Irving. Have you noticed that? The president of the NBA has not made a statement about Kyrie Irving, but everybody and their mama is making a comment about Kyrie Irving because the Brooklyn Nets was supposed to handle this all in-house. And that's what Joe Dumars was here for and said, wait a minute. This is not something that we should be getting involved in. This is something that should be involving the Brooklyn Nets. They screwed this up and made it go public. How do you put out a post on Twitter condemning something without having a conversation with your star player? Doesn't make sense. Well, the thing is that people don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't know how hard it really is for an NBA basketball player to try to be himself. And, they don't respect anything that you do, but they want you to respect what they care about. And it supersedes anything you care about. And that's the hypocrisy. That's where everything is wrong. And you're showing that you think you have the power to do that. And they showing you like, yeah, we do have the power to do that. Who are you going to complain to? And when you see that power dynamic happens, eventually that's going to cause a rift. Because what they're giving is the illusion of, oh, we're going to give the illusion that we're all inclusive. Oh, we want everybody in. We want to include everybody and everything that we got going on. We're so inclusive. Remember, the NBA went all out its way to show that the NFL was just cruel and needed to change, and the NBA they were woke. They were wide awake. They was woke. LeBron is locking arms. He got on the shirt. They focusing the camera on LeBron as he on one knee looking in the camera like he's some damn activist. Got him dressing up in suits like he going to a rally. Got on glasses like he ain't never wore no doggone glasses a day in his life. And I'm like, now you got this fool out here in glasses and a silver right suit. Acting like he healing the world because he done built a school that's bankrupt in the doggone state. taking taxpayers' money. Yep, that's your man's. And he was the first guy to show his belly and turn yellow. The first guy. This has nothing to do with him. But yet, he felt the need to speak on it. No players in the NBA was speaking up. Like, why ain't they speaking up on this? I thought it was all about when we're discriminated against. Everybody's like, well, Kyrie didn't do nothing. That's why. Kyrie Irving didn't do anything. Well, you get idiots in the world. What's somebody supposed to do? Apologize because somebody is stupid? Or don't get it? Or don't understand? Or, like, what's the problem? I don't understand. I don't get it. Somebody's supposed to be apologizing for being, like, unenlightened to the subject? You mad at Dave Chappelle for what? Yeah, the Dave Chappelle video is up and going, and people are talking about that. Oh, because it's Kyrie Irving. You know, they want to say something to Kyrie and keep something going to start Kyrie up. Just like the day it was initially brought up, because Kyrie Irving, he's not trying to talk cryptid because he's he didn't want to say nothing about it and all that. That's how Kyrie Irving speak in everyday walk of life. He don't talk, and he talking from a spiritual plane, from a man who has a knowledge of just traveling the world. He's tracked down his heritage that goes back to Indian tribes as well as his African roots. This man lives what he talks about. He's not somebody who's trying to do it for a look or because it's a trend. I know you used to seeing that because, you know, you guys follow that LeBron James guy, and that's what he's all about. So when you see phony all the time, you start thinking everybody moves in that energy, and it's not true. So they're trying to play this and make it look as if Kyrie did all these things. Kyrie ain't doing half that stuff they talking about. That's all political garbage. They just want to try to make it look and appear that he's doing some of anything that they got out there. And for no reason. They want to tear him down. And that's the thing. This woman gonna shut up the doggone vice president. Now, she's the director. She's the executive director of the Players Union. Most of these guys are playing basketball, so they don't have time to go to the meetings and do everything. So you know, they're on the court. They're traveling from city to city. So he's the president and title, but she's going to handle most of the office day-to-day stuff. So that's where Tamika comes in. I just don't like her because she's pro-company. She's more pro-company than pro-player. And when I hear her speak, it sounds like she's more pro-company than pro-player. She's not a litigator. So I need somebody in there who's going to litigate like Jaylen Brown. Now, I'll be like, Jaylen could talk for me. If I'm Kyrie, I'll be like, I want Jaylen Brown conversating for me from the union. I don't want Tamika, what's that name? What's that? Trey Magjalo or whatever. I don't know. Trey Magillo or whatever. Look, whatever your last name is, Tamika. We don't need anybody speaking for Kyrie on that level. He's expressed himself. He don't need any talking. Sometimes no talking is better than talking. Because Joe Tsai been doing a whole bunch of talking and revealing himself to the people and pissing them off completely. Because everybody just really waiting on Kyrie to lead his team at the end of the season. And then Kevin Durant going to be leaving too. Because as soon as Kyrie bags is packed, he going to ask for that trade again. And he going to get up out of here. Or Phoenix he'll be going. He's getting the hell up out of Dodge. You chose Sean Marks? Bad. You keep Sean Marks. And enjoy leading your team with Ben Simmons running as the team captain. Now, yeah, Kevin Durant is frustrated. I would be frustrated too if I'm the leader of the team and y'all done did all this nonsense. Playing this out, like trying to set an example, and we want to make sure he get it and go to the meetings. It's like, man, no, none of the players like that. List of demands. It's like, who the hell? Yeah. See, they don't, now it's starting to hit home. Oh, wow. Hold on. Wow. This is crazy. They got a new law or something, some new privacy act just came through right now as I'm making this video. It's crazy. Sorry about that. January 1st, they're supplementing a new Google Ads data processing terms. Oh, they come up with something every year to try to screw you. Man, I'm telling you, it's nonsense after nonsense. So, in case you didn't notice, or you got here late, there have been extra things that have happened and transpired that has made this even more bizarre. Now, they have already, this is why Kyrie didn't return after the 5 games. They want to make it look as if Kyrie Irving is going through a program and a system. And oh, he's doing all these extra things. They're playing this thing out. Kyrie's at home like, whatever. Whatever y'all talking about doing, I'm just trying to get back to the court and play. All the rest of the teams, like Kevin Durant, they're wondering why the hell are we going through the dog and pony show? We're losing games. We're out here. I'm killing myself to do this. And I told you, all of these things were going to happen, and they happened in that way. Because Kevin is frustrated, and he had every right to be when you're the leader of the team. Jaylen Brown, he wasn't supposed to speak. Once he did, it threw a whole monkey wrench into everything. Because Joe Tsai words sounded so terrible, every player in the NBA read into it like we read into it. Joe Tsai suffers from communication issues. Like, he doesn't understand how to talk to the media. This is what my source told me. That interview he did with was before he put out the tweet saying I spoke to Kyrie Irving. Now, allegedly, they are saying that was before. Oh, I did that before I spoke to Kyrie Irving. And it just got posted after the fact, so it was confusing to people. But Joe Tsai was supposed to shut up. So it was pretty alarming when it went from, oh, we don't think he's anti-Semitic, to he still got work to do. And it was like, whoa, wait a minute. You and him just met him and said that you don't think he's anti-Semitic, so why does he need sensitivity training then? If that's the case. So Jaylen Brown was making way too much sense. So now that Jaylen Brown is making all this sense, we got to shake things up. It ain't looking right now. We got to shake it up. Jaylen Brown just said all that. Oh, we got to shake up the box. So now, they took the mic from Jaylen Brown and was like, okay, no more Jaylen Brown questions. Jaylen Brown no longer speaks to the media about this subject. No, Jaylen Brown, you are done with that. We're going to bring in Tamika. Tamika, she's going to say the right things. Ain't that right, Tamika? So they bring Tamika in to do all the talking. And Joe Dumars, who's the president of basketball operations, said not one word. It's his job to deliver the fines. They brought Joe in because of this situations. And he's the reason why, as soon as he get there, it's a firestorm where all these teams got to deal with all this nonsense. So as he get there, Ime Udoka situation happened. Let Boston take care of it. It's a Boston problem. Then you got Draymond Green, Golden State. The guy get knocked unconscious. Draymond Green gets a no suspension and back on the court. He knocked the man unconscious. This guy puts out a tweet. He got to sit out for 8 days. Make it make sense. Joe Dumars is right there saying these teams, let them handle it. Adam Silver Slipper ain't said nothing about Draymond and Jordan Poole. Not one word. He didn't say nothing about Ime Udoka. Not one word. He stayed out of it. He let them do it. Joe Dumars said that's their mess. That's not the NBA mess. That's their mess. That's team mess. Let them deal with it. And then when it came to this Kyrie Irving situation, here is Adam Silver Slipper jumping involved, getting involved, diving in, making it worse. They immediately made it worse, which confused Kevin Durant. Like, he's like, I don't understand why this couldn't be taken care of in-house. Why did this have to go out like this? That's what I don't understand. Why did it have to go like this? It's because someone wants it to go like this. To try to use Kyrie Irving as the example. So if anybody have any bright ideas, we're going to break Kyrie so y'all can see. And we want all the other ones to come out and watch. Sounds vaguely familiar to a couple of 100 years ago, don't it? Except for the salted whip is the media. Mm-hmm. Strip it away at your soul. So that's what they own. That's their move. Well, Kyrie is not worried about that. He's ready to play basketball. When they're ready to play, he'll be in there and practicing, ready to play basketball. They knew the target date. They wanted Kyrie to come back. If I was Kyrie, I would suit up, get out there, and be ow, 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 my back, my neck, and my back. Yeah, it hurts. I'm out. What? Yep. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, KD. Season's a wrap. I feel this pain. It's tightness. Yep, I don't think I'm cleared. Gonna sit down and make sure you cut the check. That's Kyrie. Yes. Yep, that's my real name. I'm getting paid and leaving out. They trying to rob him of his joy, his spiritual joy, by doing this and trying to make it look like Kyrie is failing Kevin Durant. When Kevin Durant isn't looking at it like that, he's looking at it like y'all just being fools. And it's Sean Marks. Kevin Durant and Sean Marks is definitely not going to have a good relationship and friendship out of this. And the next question should be, why does Sean Marks still have a job? I mean, hell, you can have a nutless monkey in there be the general manager of the Brooklyn Nets right now. So I don't even know why he's still on the job. You could fire him and put anybody in the booth. It's not making a lick of difference. This team is showing you exactly how far they're going to go. And that's that. A lot of in-house drama, a lot of in-house everything. But I will not watch the Brooklyn Nets game until Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are both on that court together. Then when this season is over, Kyrie leaves, I'm going right with him. And we are through with the Brooklyn Nets. Hope KD get up out of there too. And we going to have to 86 them Nets. I'm trying to tell you. I know y'all love basketball, but this is bigger than basketball. They need to see a message loud and clear. So I'm going to get up out of here. We did have the former, basically the man at Nike, give y'all the tips on how he helped turn Nike from a $1.5 billion business to a $36 billion business before he got railroaded out of the company. We talked about that in the video too with Phil Knight, another person who exposed himself. So that's what I'm saying. You can't stop God's light. When you throw stuff at that dude, it just repels back at everybody. And they all getting it. So I ain't mean to make this video this long. But let me get up out of here, man. Thank y'all for staying and rocking with me for this long. Appreciate it. God bless you guys. Follow at Kwame Brown Bus Life. Subscribe to here. Make sure you hit the notification bell too. And select all. They give you a bunch of demands here to do now to get notifications for you not to get notifications. So make sure you select all, so you can make sure you're getting them. So if you think you're subscribed and you don't know, just go back and check. It's really quick and really simple. Make sure you select it to all. And that's it. God bless. I'm out.